Hello beer tubers and welcome to yet another beer review with me, Peter, the master of hopheads, and today, my friends, we're going to be looking at yet another beer from Goose Island Brewing Company. Make some pretty good beers in my mind, and the beer for today is a 2011 vintage of Goose Island Pepe Nero. I've been told to try this because it's a pretty different beer. It's a Saison, so a pretty different Saison. It's on 6%. Which is actually kind of nice, considering it's in a bomber, so I'm not going to be totally wasted. And yeah, not much info here. Serving like a tulip snifter thing. It says it's a Belgian-style farmhouse ale brewed with peppercorns. And then I know there's also some smoked malt in here. So that is quite different. That's not something you hear a lot about. So I guess, yeah, this was actually brewed before they were bought up by Anheuser-Busch. But this should be interesting. I'm not sure if it's a year-round release now, but... it's oozing a little. I'm not sure if it's a year-round release now or something, or it's a part of some series, but oh well, let's get it poured here. Into my great deep. Whoa, look at that. That is very effervescent. So I'm going to be back soon, guys, with a pour. So, I got it poured, and one thing I didn't think of, this has one of these little, see, it's fucking still oozing, laser edgings at the bottom of the glass. So the head is just gonna keep going crazy like that. Look, I don't know if you can see it, but it's slowly rising out of the glass. It's fucking sick. But it looks interesting. It's a blackish color. Definitely looks like a black Saison. You get some brown kind of tones underneath, or with the light coming through it. And this is gonna make for a pretty funny review. But yeah, let's check out the aroma before the head goes too crazy. Well, I know some of the flavor by now, but that smells interesting. It does have smoky tones and toasted and roasted notes. It reminds me of something not as weird as the Phantom Black Ghost. Oh, and by the way, the head is like huge and frothy, as you can see. It's beige, but yeah, smoky, peppery notes, very peppery. Not the same fresh grass notes. It does have a little bit of hay. But it's slightly nutty almost. That head, and it's like a spice character, like a generic spice, and actually a lot of black pepper. Smells pretty weird. That head. A little bit of generic darker fruit character or darker berry character in there as well. Not the most complex aroma on it, but yeah, let's give it a taste. Cheers, guys. Whoa, that is the most effervescent beer I've ever drunk in my entire life. Holy crap, that's carbonated. Why did I choose this glass? That laser aging doesn't help whatsoever with this. It just feels so huge in your mouth. It's like drinking champagne. Wow, that's insane. And it kind of obstructs the flavoring a little. That's probably just my mistake, because it's probably, I'm sure it's very well carbonated already, but then using a glass like this makes it even more carbonated. So, way to go, Pete. But yeah, guys. Flavor on body's medium, lighter side of medium. Sorry, very well carbonated. But yeah, medium, kind of dry. A lot of toasted and roasted note, almost like a ashy flavor in there. A lot of the aftertaste that's lingering now is like ashy, a little bit of a what's it called? Stuff you write on the board with chalk, a chalky feel as well. Along with the smoke tones, the smoke isn't intense. There is smoke tones, but they're not overwhelming. Definitely a dark fruitiness, not as unique and weird. It's almost like a slight tart twang to it. Yeah, the touch of that smokiness, and definitely the darker berries shining through. The only big beef I have with this is like it needs a little more complexity in my eyes. It feels rather simple. It is actually rather like simple. It's a nice simple drink, but kind of weird with those flavors. But the effervescence is too crazy. I mean, that's insane. Look at that head just still sticking around like that. That is weird. Or not weird, that's sick. But it's also my choice of glassware, so oh well. It's pretty good. It's a really nice and interesting Saison, but it's nothing mind-blowing. I think it's in the great territory though still. I'm really digging it, but it could have been better. So yeah, rating-wise, I'm going to go straight up 80 on this one, guys. Not the best beer you can get from Goose Island. But it's worth giving a go if you like weird saisons, and it's different. If you don't like, for example, the Phantom, you might like this because it's not as weird. So yeah, guys, definitely let me know what you think of the Goose Island Pepaniro, and let me know what you think of the newer vintages of it if you've had it. As always, guys, remember to comment, subscribe, check out the Facebook fan page and Twitter, and also now on tap. And I'm gonna say cheers, guys. I'm gonna see you in yet another beer review.